We're here at WCB headquarters in Edgewood, New Mexico, and we're going to make the little mushroom trotting shoe from the Madison contest this year. And I put a couple marks on it with the Anvil Devil. The center punch mark would go, there isn't one, but it would go a 1/4 inch off center, which gives you a 1/2 inch more material on the outside. Then the marks go 1 1/4 inches over, and that'll be our set down. So we got 2.5 inches of material that's going to get set down in the center. Those are the only marks. You ready? Got my 2 marks. I'm going to get this one set down, and I just come on through and then get this other mark. And then come up here on the horn and get this all knocked out. Just kind of clean those up a little bit, hit them a couple times up on end. Just kind of keep those nice and crisp. I like to hit on the outside because it'll thicken on the inside. So I just like to keep that thickening up on the outside edge as best as possible. One more heat and I'll just clean it up and we'll be done with the toe. Kind of come in here and clean up my edges. When I get that dent down in there, then I can just come back here with the heel of my hammer and just straighten it up straight across. You can see, just get that all cleaned up. Flatten it up. And so, just come in here, pack that in. Pack that in. Now I'm ready to, this is the outside, so we'll make the heel cock and start the shaping of the outside. Just gonna narrow it up, neck up the end. Getting a little bit of thickness in there. You can see I've got a little bit of thickness in there. And so now, just gonna hang it over the end and pinch me off a piece. And then back it up. And all I want to do is pull that back edge toward me. Don't ever hit the front, and then start the whole process over again. And you can see I'm just going to pull the hammer toward me and not hit the front, just so that I can get a nice straight up and down ledge. Just repeating everything over and over and over. And you can see I got a nice little heel cock with really no, like, you didn't have to bump up or turn up or anything. Just kind of pinched it up and set it down. Just gonna kind of flatten it up. Then I'm just gonna hold it and come in with the edge of my hammer and feather it out. All I'm doing is creating a little bit of width. Then you can come up here on the horn. You're just going to hit that back a little bit. You can see I've got it started. We'll take another heat on that. Since this is the outside branch, I'm just going to hold it right where the face of the heel cock is, and I'm going to push. I'm pushing down like that, and then I'll come here and push to the corner. Just trying to make that edge really nice. And I'll come back over here and just continue to scoop it out. And come here. And I'm pushing that inside edge on the horn just to get that scoop in there. Making that little divot there. You don't want it to get too far ahead of you. That's the only reason that you just keep on cleaning this area up. For the most part, we've got it in there. Now I'm just going to kind of clean up the lines and we'll go to the other side. We'll clean this up just a little bit and be done with it. All right, we're just going to push that to the tip right there on the inside and then come on through all the way to the other end of it. And then we'll repeat the process right here. All I'm doing is trying to get everything squared up really nice. Come in here and flatten everything up and clean up that back edge. What we'll do is now we'll go to the other side. Alright, all I'll do is I'm going to get it hot here and I'm just going to crack it in the toe, but I'm going to stay away from the pinch points. Alright, here and right here. You don't want to pinch it there. So you can't hit it there, so I have to hit here and here to make that radius on both sides. I'm just bending it down and then I get ahead of it and bend that on around. Like I say, get this. You don't want to pinch that there, so I want to bend that all the way around. And you can see I just want to make sure that I don't get that so small that it gets a hole shut in there. So and just come in here and reestablish that nice line. We'll go to the other side. Alright, just bend it around and I'm literally pushing that quarter around without just like, if I want to get this right here, I'll push that forward and then get rid of all that leverage. Constantly always just trying to make that nice radius on the horn. Alright, I'm far enough along to where now all I want to do is mark my fullering. The fullering comes, the nail hole, the toenail lines up with the edge of this mark. So I'm going to start my fullering, my feather fullering a little bit ahead. And the other side. I'm going to just go ahead and start it where it's a little bit ahead. Alright, I'll pick one side or the other. I'll do the outside and I'll just kind of finish that out and fuller it. I'm just going to get some width. Then you come up here and I'm going to make my toe a little bit pointier by just hitting it out in the air. That pushes that scoop forward and then I'll go around the corner. Come back here and just donkey that out a little bit. I'll mark that fullering in there, I'll drop it in a little bit better this time. I can always come in here and hold it from the heel, and I'm always going to try and reestablish that line. This line to where everything just looks like a parallel up on top. Alright. A lot of people experience a little bump right there. What I want to do is I want to hit here and I'm going to clean it up here. That's going to push that back out, and I'm going to use this edge to do that. Always come back here and reestablish that. Hit that a little bit to get that push back. Just hitting that and getting that all so I don't get a cold shut in there. All I'm doing is widening it out to the heel. That gave me a little bit more of a pointy toe, and then you can just see how I can just bring the branch in by doing that. I'll flatten it and then fuller it and punch it. Got a nice fine city edge. I think it's a race 2.5 that goes in here. I'll do the other side now. I think it's very important to do a little bit of a time. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. 1/4x1 is a very delicate piece, and you just can't, like, once you do some damage to it, you're not going to just come back from that. You can see I'm bulged out there a little. I'm going to fix that, kind of clean it up, and I'll revisit one more time. Come out here, just get this around, and then make it follow the radius of the horn. Get it really elongated on the horn. And then get that radius right there without doing anything and any collapsing. Got a little bit of heat, so I'll go ahead and finish fullering it. Alright, what we'll do now is I'm just going to bring it in a little bit, and then we'll clean that up with a chainsaw file and make it look really nice. We're going to take a little chainsaw file, and we're going to just kind of clean up any kind of mess or junk I've got in there. And then I'll flip it over, and we'll do the same to the other side. Here, the back side. Kind of come in here and just kind of get all that junk off on the inside edge. And you got to do it pretty much from both sides to make it look good, so you can see both sides. So just getting that to where it's inverted a little bit. And what you want to do is you just want to clean up these heel cocks a little bit. We've got the Conforge, the Trotter. It's a mushroom trotter. The one thing about the shoe that you want to remember is the quarters are going to be a little higher up, because on a trotting shoe it's going to have a little extra length on it. So the quarters tend to migrate forward. So don't be putting those quarters way far back. You've got a trailer and a heel cock, a heel cock on both sides with a little bit of a trailer on the lateral side. The pinch points right here, don't neck that down. You can slowly take it, and if at the very end of the class you need to take it with a rasp, you'd be better off than to pinching it right there. Make sure as you set this piece down, you flatten it as well so you get your width back. It's a fun shoe to make. It's very unforgiving, and it's something that you just want to take your time and figure out the pitfalls in it, because once you know what you need to do, you can speed it up, but it's just an unforgiving shoe. It's an unforgiving dimension. Hope you have fun with it.